Hey YouTube, how are you today? Hope all is well. Thanks for joining me in this video. My name's Jeff, in case you're new to the channel, and I review books, talk about books, lots of nonfiction, lots of history, but lots of fiction as well. So today I was going to do a book tag, and Mike so kindly sent an email tag to me. It's the Anonymous Bookaholics Tag. So I'm just going to jump right into this one and see if I can get these questions answered so that I can get you back to your day. So the first question, I'm using my iPhone to read these questions, is what do you like about buying new books? I think, like most people, lots of us are pretty thing oriented. We like to buy new things, whether it's a camera or a new purse or whatever, if that's your thing. So there's the love of just buying objects. For me, part of it is the anticipation that comes with finding a book. Like I'm out hunting, then I get a great book, I bring it home, and then that anticipation just continues on, and I'm excited whether I'm going to like the book or hate the book, or whether the book's going to be blah. And one thing I like, I don't know how many people also like this, but the act of finding a spot on your bookshelf for your new book, that is fun for me as well. It's nice to see the book on the shelf. It's nice to see it where it sits, and I know that it's going to be part of my environment, my furniture, for a while. So love the whole buying experience, from finding the book to getting it home and putting it on its shelf. How often do you buy new books? I don't buy new books that often. I tend to do a mix of things. I tend to buy used books a lot. I tend to buy take books from the library, and I do buy some new books. I often shop the bookstores, the discount sections of the bookstores. Some of the larger chains have a discount book section where they're getting rid of surplus or excess stock, and sometimes you can find pretty good books, especially if you're kind of obscure in your tastes, like I can be. Or I've noticed that a lot of fiction that has expired copyright is now being sold pretty cheap. So sort of Victorian classics, you can find those really cheap. And so sometimes I like to buy those, although the quality of those books are sometimes not super good. But I do that. I think if I go back and I think about books that I buy new the most, those are probably books for my daughter, actually. I'm much more willing to spend money on her than for myself, and I'll happily buy a used for me. But for her, I like her to feel the new book and to get the joy out of that stuff. So trying to keep her a reader. It's what it's all about. So that's a theme you'll hear on my channel all the time. Anyway, moving to the next thing here. Question: bookstore or online book shopping, which do you prefer? I think I'm a mix of both. I like physical bookstores, obviously, for the experience, to go through, look on the shelves. It's easier to browse, I think. I don't know why, but I still find physical browsing to be more enjoyable and to be easier than online browsing. But I do like the online bookstores. I specifically like the online used bookstores. I don't necessarily would pick one or the other. A lot of the times it's more about costs and selection than it is about the actual type of market, like online market versus in person. So I do both, basically, long story short. Do you have a favorite bookshop? I would say that I don't. I am an equal opportunity book shopper. I'll go into independents, I'll go into the chains. There's not that many left in the world, actually. I do like to go in bookstores when I travel, although I typically don't buy them that much. I have taken advantage of the bookstore, the airport bookstores where you buy the book at the one end and then you're allowed to return it in another bookstore that's part of the same chain. And I take advantage of that. So quite often my favorite bookstore is the bookstore where I'm at, often in an airport. And I don't keep them if I return them at the end of the travel experience, but I read a lot of books that I don't keep, so I don't worry too much about trying to own every book that I read. So yeah, no favorite bookshelf. Do you pre-order books? I don't. I think I have pre-ordered a book once, and that was as a Christmas present. So not for me. I like to get books for Christmas gifts, and very often, if there's something coming out, it's often coming out for Christmas, and you need to pre-order to make sure that you get a copy delivered. I don't know if there's that much demand on stuff, but I have done that just to make sure that the book is, on its way in time for Christmas gift. Other than that, I don't think I've ever pre-ordered anything. I'm happy to wait. There's so many books out there to read that, it's not, I don't know, it's not like movies or something like that where, well, I guess even movies is the same. There's so much to read that I'm so, I have so many millions of books that I could read. I don't need to pre-order. Do you have a monthly buying limit? I do not have a monthly buying limit per se. I do allow my finances and the ebbs and flows of my finances to dictate whether I'm going to buy any books at all, or whether I stick to the library, or whether I can squeeze in a few used books. But I don't typically. I'm very careful about what I spend in a bookstore, particularly with new books. And in Canada, new books, especially hardcovers, can be expensive. So, I could default to soft covers once they've come out. But yeah, I don't have a limit. I don't have a budget. I don't do any of that stuff. I just, if I got a big expenditure, I'm like everybody else, you have groceries, you have payments. If you have a big expenditure coming up, it's just not in the cards to be buying books. So when times are good, that's when I try to make hay when the sun shine, or make hay when the sun's shining, and that goes for book buying as well. How big is your wish list? Yeah, I think I have a pretty big list of books that I want to read. I tend to put them on a list and then forget about them over time. I'm busy, life's busy, so I can only squeeze in so many books, and you have to sort of prune that wish list as things change and as new books come out. But I do have a wish list. I do have a pretty long one. I think, the sky's the limit as far as books go, and even rereading books that I've already read, I want to do that too. So I don't even know if there's such thing as a wish list for me. It's just an amorphous kind of cloud of books that I'm thinking about and not thinking about, wanting to read, wanting to reread, forgetting because my mind only has so much capacity. That's it for me. So that's just obfuscation for that question, I think. But which 3 books from your wish list do you wish to own right now? I think the 3 books that I kind of think about a lot that I don't have. I've always wanted to read Salt by Michael Kurlansky. It's always looked interesting to me. It's a quirky history. I love those quirky histories where it's a book about something really kind of different, right? It's not, the fall of the Roman Republic. It's about salt, and it's super important, and it shaped economies, and I'm sure empires have fallen, and it's so cool. So that's one of them that I want to read. Empire of the Summer Moon by Gillis. That's another book that I've wanted to read. It's more of a recent book. It looks so interesting to me. I love the history of the sort of Great Plains of North America, and I'd like to get that book. I'd like to own it. Probably will see if I can get it somewhere used. I just got to wait a little while for people that have got it now to sort of circulate that back into the marketplace. So there's that. And then I've always, probably this is going to be something that I get, is I've always wanted to read I, Claudius by Robert Graves. I don't know why I haven't read it yet. It's always been on my list for as long as I can remember. And it's a book that I do want to own. And I'm hoping that I like it when I finally get to read it. Yeah, I, Claudius. Anyway, that's the tags completed, the questions completed. Tag Mike's channel below, and then I'll tag some other channels I think that review history books, nonfiction books, just so you can go check out their channels and show them some love as well. Hope you got something out of this one and have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.